Cheers everybody. Yeah, that's good. So the helmet has now been clear coated with 2K 2-pack lacquer. All I need to do right now is polish it and obviously unmask it and rebuild the whole thing. So let's do this, shall we? Cheers. Alright. Right, so the helmet is all cleared now. As you can see, it's pretty nice finish. I got a couple of small dust particles stuck in here. One is over here on this side, and there's one somewhere in that fire over here. But I'm going to deal with it with polishing, with clear polishing, and then sanding it down. Start with 1000 wet and dry, well, wet, and then I'll go to 1500 and maybe 2000 as well, and then obviously use polishing paste on it and finishing compound. But before I do so, I need to unmask it all and then just start sanding it down. The pieces on its own, they're actually pretty good. There's no imperfections here whatsoever, but they got slightly orange kind of peely effect going on here, as you can see right now. We're gonna get rid of all that. You can see when the light is reflecting that, especially in this black parts, it's slightly, you know, plasticky kind of finish. That's what we call orange peel. So I'm gonna get rid of, deal with all this, polish it, and then yeah, we'll see how it looks when it's all finished. Right, let's do this. I'm pretty sure we covered this before, but you can see how the water particles, where I spray from my little bottle, how they're beating on the surface and they're kind of running down. Well, that's completely unpolished, that's completely untouched how it comes, you know, the surface. Once I start rubbing it down, and I'm using 1000 grit over here, once I start rubbing it down gently, the water will completely absorb to the surface. Well, not absorb, but it will be like on the molecule structure kind of physical way, it will be bond to the surface, not like the beads over here as you can see, but it will be like one complete layer, completely attached, absorbed to the surface of the helmet. I'll show you that in a minute when I'm gonna rub it down a little bit. Now I've been on it for a few minutes, and you can see already how water is running down these parts. It's not only beating over here when it was before, it just kind of runs down nicely. No more beating action happening in this part when I already been with sandpaper on. So I'm going to carry on doing that for the rest part of the helmet. I'm going to do 1000, 1500, and then probably 2000 grit. Once it's all nice and smooth, I'm going to do some polishing on it. So yeah, join me then. Right, so I'm nearly there. As you can see, this part over here, I'm not bothering with that because that's covered and with this piece on top, so that will not be visible. So as you can see, this is still shiny, and this part is getting less and less shiny. Obviously, around the edges over here, I still need to go through it again because I got some uneven spots and surfaces like this. I'm going basically for uniform matte, like it is over here. These parts I will need to go through again. And same going down here. This part I need to revisit again, so it's uniformed matte finish like it is over here. And once it's all dull and matte and unattractive looking like this, I'll be ready to get some polishing mops and start polishing to a mirror finish. This is what we're going for. Still some work to do on these parts over here and along the edges. So I'm gonna carry on with that, and then we're gonna polish the whole thing. There you go, guys, helmet is all ready, all been clear coated, polished and put back together with vents working, which is always a good thing. On the front and back, everything fits as it should do. Glue back the panel, the rubber mat on the back, so everything is ready to be shipped back to Raymond. Raymond, I hope you like it, hope you enjoyed this, buddy. I didn't show you guys the polishing process, because once I started polishing, because of the different angles, the polish was flying everywhere, single dots, and it was going on the lens of the camera as well, which is not good, so I just didn't bother filming that. But that's not a very interesting process anyway. So yeah, there we have it. One helmet done. It took me a little longer than I expected to, because I had a break in between Christmas and then I was off sick and whatever, you know, things happened. But Raymond wasn't very, it wasn't in a rush, so there it is. This project is closed. I'm gonna ship it back to the customer. Moving on with some other things, bits and bobs. I've got one more helmet over here to paint. I got parts for a Harley Davidson V-Rod to paint. That's gonna be interesting. Looking forward to that little project. I've got some other Harley Davidson sports parts to finish off for some other guy. Yeah, it's happening. We're doing some bits and bobs. Hopefully you guys enjoying it so far. And yes, Yamaha, the XV 500 Coffee Racer project, it's still my project number one. Just need to get my head around it, but it's coming very, very soon. On top of that, all the tutorials, as I promised, will be happening shortly. But that's it, guys. Helmet's ready, gonna be in a post shortly back to Raymond. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Rock hard, have a beer, and I'll see you soon.